Rosacea patients are more likely to suffer from other blood vessel issues, not surprisingly, because rosacea is a sign of an internal imbalance. Hemorrhoids, varicose veins, migraine headaches are all associated with rosacea. All of this is to say that rosacea needs to be addressed, similar to acne, similar to eczema, similar to psoriasis, similar to all skin conditions. Rosacea needs to be addressed internally. Even though it looks like it's a skin condition, it is not a topical condition. Same, by the way, with puffiness under the eyes, baggy eyes, or dark circles under the eyes. I get so many calls and letters about dark circles under the eyes. Dark circles and bagginess under the eyes are circulation issues, like rosacea. There's signs that there's something going on with the circulatory system, and that makes perfect sense because all health conditions are circulation issues. All health conditions are circulation issues. If I had to tell you one fundamental thing to understand about the body and health and how to get better if we're not well, it's this. All health conditions are circulation issues. The circulatory system gets clogged, we get sick. I call it dirty blood, toxemia. Toxins in the blood. Of course, how does the blood become toxic? From the food. Thus, the primacy of the gut when it comes to staying healthy. That's the reason the gut is so important, because this is the connection to the internal blood, to the internal milieu. That is, my friends, the fundamental message of the Bright Side. Breaking it all down, cutting to the chase. You never have to listen to another health program ever again. If you just want to understand, if you could just make that link, just understand that link between dirty blood, between the digestive system, dirty blood, and health challenges. When we talk about the triangle of disease, we're really talking about dirty blood. The triangle of disease is the 3 points that precede all disease. That is the digestive system, the blood sugar system, and the adrenal thyroid complex. And the reason this triangle is one unit is because all 3 of these points affect the blood. Sugar is a sign of dirty blood. The blood becomes dirty through the digestive system. Or I shouldn't say sugar is a sign. Sugar can cause dirty blood. Dirty blood becomes dirty through the digestive tract, and then the cortisol, the adrenal hormones, stress hormones, and the thyroid also affect the circulatory system. So, rosacea, skin diseases, all health challenges focus on the circulation system. And by the way, this is why rosacea has been linked to other health challenges. That's called comorbidity. That's the fancy way of saying other health challenges. Comorbidity refers to other things that go wrong when you have one specific health issue, and rosacea's got lots of comorbidities. All skin conditions have comorbidities. Psoriasis has a lot of comorbidities. In the case of rosacea, type 1 diabetes is linked to rosacea. Rheumatoid arthritis is linked to rosacea, according to a April 23rd, 2016 article in the journal Dermatology News. Rosacea in women is linked to a wide variety of autoimmune disorders, including celiac disease, multiple sclerosis, in addition to the aforementioned type 1 diabetes and rheumatoid arthritis. According to another article, this one in the October 2015 edition of Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, rosacea is correlated with hyperlipidemia. That means high blood fats, hypertension, metabolic disorder. Right, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We've got lines open for you. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive pages at brightsideben.com and benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up. benfuchsarchives.com, super website. It's a compilation of all my various websites, and Peter does such a fine job on that. There is a search engine there, too, as well. There's also a search engine on brightsideben.com, and you can purchase products off of brightsideben.com, as well as pharmacistben.com and criticalhealthnews.com. Of course, if you want any Truth Treatment products, you can head over to truthtreatments.com. If you're in the Minnesota area, Roseville, Minnesota, I'll be at the Roseville Skating Center, 2661 Civic Center Drive in Roseville, 55113, if you want to MapQuest it. That's this Thursday, May 5th. From 7 to 9 p.m. There'll be giveaways, and we'll be talking for a couple of hours about health and nutrition, what I call the bright side philosophy. If you're in the Minnesota area, love to see you in the Roseville, Minnesota area. That's for my friend Rose Holmberg, and that's this Thursday, May the 5th. Okay, we'll get your calls here in a sec. If you're on hold, hang on. 844-236-6010 is our number. We do have lines open for you. We were talking earlier about quitting smoking. Well, it turns out that vitamin E, which is another one of those calming vitamins, works with pregnenolone and progesterone. They make a perfect pair, progesterone. In fact, progesterone and vitamin E work together transdermally. If you're doing transdermal progesterone cream, you might want to consider breaking open or sticking a pin in a vitamin E capsule and squeezing some vitamin E in your dose of progesterone cream. It will help improve the penetration of the progesterone, and a good formulation, a good progesterone cream formulation will already include a little vitamin E. I always used to put in about 100 or so, which is a big dose, 100 IU of vitamin E per dose of progesterone in my progesterone cream when I was formulating it, when I was compounding it. This is from Ohio State University, taking a specific form of vitamin E, gamma tocopherol in this case. Taking gamma tocopherol can accelerate the health benefits that occur when people quit smoking. In a small study, improvement in blood vessel function is associated with added vitamin E, 19% greater drop in future risk for cardiovascular disease after you quit smoking. Vitamin E is awesome stuff, man, for calming the body down. All right, let's see here what else I want to tell you. I got lots of articles. Yeah, we'll take your calls. We'll get your calls here now. 844-236-6010 is our number. We do have lines open for you. Justin in Oklahoma, what's going on, man? Welcome to the bright side.
I was wondering on that. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Justin?
Okay. I was wondering on that pregnenolone. Does that affect birth control? My wife was wondering about taking it, but she's on a birth control.
No, it shouldn't. It'll help protect her from some of the untoward effects of estrogen. Do you know what she's on? What birth control pill she's on?
No.
Chances are it's a combination of estrogen and progestin, fake progesterone. Very, very nasty substances. Now, birth control is kind of tricky because, birth control is so effective for birth control, but it's just really, really nasty stuff from a biochemical standpoint. It really represents an ignorance of pharmacology to play around with hormones in this toxic sense, but it's really tough because they're so effective. They work so well. I mean, no muss, no fuss. You take your pill and you don't have to worry about anything. So it's hard to argue for folks not to use the birth control pill, but just know that you're playing with fire if you're on it. Here's the deal, Justin. Pregnenolone will protect your wife from some of the negative effects of the toxic estrogen and toxic progesterone, for that matter. So if you're on the birth control pill, you definitely want to, I don't say definitely, but it's a good idea to use pregnenolone. And then also, if you're on the birth control pill, it's not just a good idea, it's a must to get on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine because of the B vitamins. Estrogens and the hormone replacement therapy and birth control pills, they will deplete the body of vitamin B6 and vitamin B3. It's extremely important that you get on and for that matter, riboflavin, vitamin B2. The B vitamins are unspeakably important, and it could very well be that some of the nasty effects associated with long-term use of the estrogens, of birth control pills and synthetic hormones may be the result of B vitamin deficiency. So if you're on the birth control pill, or you're on hormone replacement therapy, if you're exposed to estrogens in any way, which is all of us, by the way, you want your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which is in many ways a B vitamin replacement supplement. It's got lots of other things in there too, but the B vitamins are the superstars of that formulation, in my humble opinion. Does that help, Justin?
Okay, yeah.
Anything else? Oh, say it again. I think we lost you there, buddy.
We're already. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we're already on the Beyond Tangy and Tangerine. We take it already and everything, and I got my mom on it now.
How's she doing? Are they noticing energy?
Yeah, she loves it. She's getting out more and doing quite a bit.
That's awesome.
And everything. But that was one of the things, too. I didn't know I was going to try and get her to start taking that
pregnenolone.
And, yeah.
Had you heard about it before, or did you hear about it just from us?
Just from you guys.
Good deal. Yeah, it's interesting to me how nobody ever talks about this stuff. It's so cheap and it's so effective and so non-toxic. All right, man. And also one more. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. As far as for my wife on that pregnenolone, what dosage should you take?
100 milligrams a day to start.
Okay.
You could take up to 300 milligrams a day. One more thing I should tell you is the vitamin E. Have her take some vitamin E also, 400 international units of vitamin E. Vitamin E is one of those that you have to go to the health food store to get. It's not found in foods, vitamin E. If you're smoking, if you're using hormone replacement therapy, if you're under duress of any kind, if you're exposed to the sun, you want vitamin E, ideally mixed tocopherols and mixed tocotrienols. Have her take 400 international units a day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good deal. Good to talk to you, Justin. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Steve, what's going on, man? Steve in PA. Steve?
Okay. I was wondering about the DHEA.
Yes.
Boy, I thought on fast. I didn't even get a chance to review my notes here that I wrote up on Friday.
Okay.
Let's see here. My research discovered DHEA was allegedly the master hormone.
Yes.
I don't know if it was for longevity or
yes.
happiness? Or
if it's good,
hormones?
everything good. DHA is the master hormone for everything good. It's similar to pregnenolone and progesterone, but it's more like related to the sex hormones. Progesterone and pregnenolone are related to the sex hormones too, but progesterone and pregnenolone also gets shifted into stress hormone. But DHEA goes right into sex hormones. It turns into your growth and fertility hormones. That means anything that has to do with growth and fertility and wellness is going to be upregulated by DHEA. You follow me? Does that make sense?
I heard you live like 20 years longer.
You know, I don't know specifics about 20 years longer, but I know that longevity is associated with DHEA. I also know that as we get older, our DHEA levels drop, and this is one of the reasons why testosterone and estrogen tend to drop as we get older, because we're not making as much DHEA. DHEA, by the way, and we're going to talk at length about it later on, DHEA is made from progesterone. So when you take your progesterone, or if you use your progesterone, you will make more DHEA.
Did you say pregnenolone and progesterone?
Steve, we got an awful connection, bro. I don't know if I'm on speaker or what, but the awful
No, I don't know.
Listen, I can't even do this. You want to call back? If you call back, I'll get you right up. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. Rory in Watsonville, California. What's going on, man?
Hey, Dan, thank you for taking my call. Hey,
Sure.
I've got a good friend that struggled with quitting pot for years and successful, and back on, so on and so forth.
How much is he smoking? Is he smoking like wake and bake deal?
He's trying not to. He's trying to just do the evening, and just,
Okay.
he's got to get his fix.
Okay, I hear you. Hang on, Rory. We got to take a break. Don't go away. We'll finish when we come back from our break, okay? All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. Okay, we are back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. We're talking to Rory in Watsonville. Rory, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, so here's the deal with pot smoking. It depends, as far as kicking it or weaning yourself off of it, it kind of depends on why he's using the pot. If he's using it to self-medicate because he doesn't want to deal with life, when he's quit smoking pot, his problems are going to come back, and it's tough to... You know what I'm saying? It's tough to not do it.
It's more from, well, who knows why he started. I mean, he's like me. He started when he was about 15. I smoked extensively for a few years. I know the crave. With God's help, I was relieved of it immediately. But he struggled with it, and then it becomes a habit, and you can't see the forest for the trees, but he knows he's got to get rid of it.
Okay, now if it's a habit,
pregnenolone plus the,
Well, hang on, Rory. I'll tell you some nutrients here in a sec, but here's the deal, because I don't want you to think, you just take these nutrients and you're off your drugs. Here's the deal. If he is really, really serious about wanting to quit, but he's just physically or physiologically addicted and he doesn't want to go through the withdrawal, yes, these supplements can be extremely helpful. I'll tell you what these are in a sec. But if he's doing it to self-medicate or self-soothe, you know what I mean when I say that? To self-soothe?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, if he's doing it to self-medicate and self-soothe, the problem is when he quits smoking, his problems are going to come back. You know what I'm saying? So you need to he needs to find some other way to self-medicate or self-soothe that's not toxic. And it turns out that there's nothing that duplicates marijuana, because what marijuana is doing is it's supporting your own endocannabinoid neurochemistry. And there's no other substance that does that. So if he wants to do that, if he wants to self-medicate and self-soothe, he has to come up with another way to do it. And there's lots of things that he can do, not specifically for the endocannabinoids, the internal brain cannabinoids, brain THC, if you will. But what he can do is he can do the relaxation strategies. It's very important to find something else to soothe with, and that's where relaxation strategies come in. What if you, Rory, imagine that, I don't know if you're addicted to anything or if you said you were before.
Was. Yeah.
Imagine if you could get a back rub every time you were going to take a hit of pot. A half-hour back rub. What do you think you'd rather have? Right?
Well, yeah.
What would you rather have, a half-hour back rub or a hit of pot?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Right?
When I was 15, I would have gone for the pot, but I didn't know anything.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you could find other ways to self-soothe or self-medicate, it's hard to find somebody to rub your back every time you want to hit a pot, but I'm just saying theoretically, if we could find other ways to self-soothe, it would make it so much easier to wean ourselves off of pot.
Yeah.
Now, from a